The wealthiest Muslim in history. In the dusty streets of 14th century Cairo, gold flowed like water. Merchants gawked, beggars wept with joy. The economy soared, then collapsed under the weight of generosity no one had seen before. Who was this man? A foreign king wrapped in silk and surrounded by 60,000 followers, handing out gold as if it were nothing more than grains of sand. That man was Mansa Musa, the 14th century emperor of the Mali Empire in West Africa, and by every account, the richest human being in recorded history. A devout Muslim, a just ruler, and a visionary who built cities and spread knowledge, Musa wasn't just rich, he was great. The rise of a golden empire. To understand Mansa Musa, you must understand Mali, a land of rivers, deserts, scholars, and, most importantly, gold. The Mali Empire emerged in the 13th century, nestled between the Atlantic coast and the scorching Sahara. It was founded by the legendary Sundiata Keita, but by the time Mansa Musa took the throne in 1312 CE, Mali had grown into one of the largest and richest empires in the world. Under Musa, the empire flourished, stretching across present-day Mali, Senegal, Gambia, Guinea, Niger, Nigeria, and Chad. He ruled over more than 24 cities, including Timbuktu and Gao, both famed centers of trade, culture, and Islamic learning, wealth beyond modern comparison. How rich was Mansa Musa? Modern economists have attempted to quantify it. Adjusted for inflation, his net worth is estimated to be over $400 billion USD. But that's just a number. The truth is his wealth was beyond numbers. Mali's land sat atop some of the world's largest gold reserves. In fact, at the peak of Musa's reign, Mali was responsible for nearly half of the world's gold production. Gold flowed through his empire the way oil flows in some nations today. But Musa's wealth didn't just lie underground. He controlled the trade routes, taxing merchants who crossed the Sahara. Mali was also rich in salt, another precious commodity in medieval times, so valuable that it was once traded ounce for ounce with gold. And still Musa didn't hoard it. He invested it, he gave it. He used wealth for the sake of Allah. The pilgrimage that shocked the world. In 1324, 12 years into his reign, Mansa Musa decided to fulfill one of the 5 pillars of Islam, Hajj, the pilgrimage to Mecca. But this was no ordinary Hajj. He embarked on the journey with 60,000 people, including soldiers, slaves, merchants, and royal officials, 12,000 servants, each carrying gold, 80 camels, each loaded with 300 pounds of gold dust, horses draped in embroidered silks, women, children, scholars, and singers. Everywhere he passed, through the Sahara, Egypt, Arabia, he handed out lavish gifts. He built mosques, he fed the poor. He distributed so much gold in Cairo that it crashed the local economy, causing inflation that took over a decade to recover from. The Scholar King. On his return to Mali, Mansa Musa didn't just bring gold and camels. He brought books, architects, and scholars from Mecca, Medina, and Cairo. He transformed Timbuktu into a global center of Islamic learning. He founded the University of Sankore, one of the oldest universities in the world. He built libraries, madrasas, and mosques in every major city. He hired architects like Abu Ishaq al-Sahili to design buildings in Sudano-Islamic style, fusing African aesthetics with Islamic art under his rule. Mali became a beacon of intellectual light. Students from across Africa and the Middle East flocked to Timbuktu to study Quran, law, astronomy, mathematics, and medicine. He wasn't just a king, he was a patron of knowledge and faith. A legacy carved in stone in memory. Mansa Musa died in 1337. After ruling for 25 years, he left behind not just an empire but a civilization, a land rich in faith and learning and culture. In the Catalan Atlas of 1375, a European map shows a black king seated on a golden throne in the heart of Africa, holding a nugget of gold in his hand. The caption reads, "What can we learn today?" Mansa Musa's story is not just about money, it's about meaning. He used his wealth to uplift communities, not to enslave them. He prioritized faith over fortune. He sought knowledge over fame. He gave, not to show off, but to serve Allah, the King who gave away the world. Imagine a man so rich, his generosity devalued gold itself. Imagine a king so humble, he knelt on the same desert sands to pray beside his people, Imagine a Muslim so dedicated, his legacy still shapes Islamic thought centuries later. That man was Mansa Musa. He didn't build a tech company. He didn't launch a satellite. He didn't own a yacht. Yet he remains the wealthiest man to ever live, not just in gold, but in glory, grace, and God consciousness. End of article. Let the story of Mansa Musa inspire you, not just to dream, but to give, not just to rise, but to raise others with you.